So TCP versus UDP. In this video I'll cover what both of them are, the similarities and differences between them, as well as the pros and cons to using each one. So the way TCP works is it creates a secure communication line between both devices, and this is to make sure that the data is transferred reliably. Once the data has been sent to the receiving PC, TCP will check and verify that all the data was transferred. So if there are any missing packets from the full message, then TCP will resend them. So unlike TCP, UDP does not establish a secure connection before sending the data. Once the data has been sent to the receiving PC, UDP will not check if the data has been received or if there are any errors within the data itself. Now this makes it a lot less reliable because we don't know if any data has been lost during the transmission or if there even is a secure connection. So TCP and UDP are just two different methods of performing the same task, and that task is to transfer data over the internet. Both of them are internet protocols, which means they lay out a set of rules that governs how the data is formatted and sent over the network. And this is done by allowing servers and devices to communicate, which ultimately lets us perform functions over the internet like send emails and watch Netflix. The main difference between TCP and UDP that you need to know about is that TCP is a connection-based protocol, whilst UDP is connectionless. This makes TCP more reliable and accurate, but it does transfer data slowly compared to UDP. And UDP is a lot less reliable and accurate, but it does transfer data quickly compared to TCP. So they have their own pros and cons, and this makes them suited for different types of data transfers. So right now we know that TCP maintains the connection between the receiving PC and the destination PC. It also checks for errors and guarantees that the data will arrive to the destination PC unaltered. TCP will also make sure that the data is transferred in a particular order. It also optimizes the pace of the data transmission based on the receiver and checks if the data has been delivered. And if that isn't the case, it will attempt to retransfer. This makes TCP a lot more suited for sending emails, texting, transferring files, and browsing the web. On the other hand, we have UDP, which we have established is a lot faster than TCP. It also endures packet loss, meaning the data will be delivered even if some of the message is missing. Communication using UDP is a lot more efficient, it can transmit live and real-time data, and it can also operate over a larger range of network conditions compared to TCP. All of that makes UDP a lot more suited for data transfers like live streaming, online gaming, and video chats.